dum 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 dum. I suppose I better press this button. So, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to a live Just Reviews from Roy's Reviews. Hiya, John boy. How are you this evening? I need to get the chat on the other screen because there's only me. Pop out chat and bring it across to here. And that. And don't forget to change to live chat. How are you this evening, John? Just thought we'd try something a wee bit different. Got four new flavours from Love Da Vape. Yeah, I'm not too bad. I've had a few days off work. Knackered because even with days off work, I've been travelling all around the little province and doing a little bit of sightseeing and touring and all the other things. But back to work tomorrow. Oh, all three. Folks, don't be scared to say hi. Just jump in, say hello. I don't bite, well, much. A little bit lower tonight because my chair broke. The thingy put you up and down. Michelle likes it because it keeps me the same height as her now instead of being a wee bit higher. So we'll go over the flavours, and we'll probably go over the flavours again if I get any more people coming in. So you can tell me which ones, all three of these are there, which one you would like me to do first. I have been vaping these through the Bravo. This is on top of the Sigali Cronus at the moment. I've also had the on top of the Desire. But yeah, so I've been vaping all these through the Bravo. I also have tried them in this just to see that they do work, and they do. I've spent a couple of days ish with each of them just to get to know them, so I have known the juices. Oh, hang on, that TV's going to go off. So we have Raptor Blood, the first one. We have Laces. We have Iced Mango. And Iced Pineapple. So that's the four different flavours. Sorry, I just need to try this message. Oh. Hiya Saints, hiya Michelle Babes, hey Jude, I forgot to say hey Jude, hiya Liz, and Sainty. Oh, you was talking to dear oh dear Sainty, she was talking to you, she was talking to you. So, which one do you think I should go for first? I will be vaping these this evening on the Unicorn V3 with a couple of fuse clapping coils in there. If I can find where did I set the dripper cap? No, it's there. So each time I will quickly re-wick in between so that it's getting the full flavour of each of them. So does anybody, any any preference to what they would like me to vape first, I'd be live with them, but I'm downstairs watching burlesque because my eldest enjoying Cottenburg. Yeah, she's on the alcohol pops. Just rub it in, Michelle. I'm back to work tomorrow and can't have a drink tonight. You could have picked the night that I wasn't working the next day to have a drink, but hey ho. I'll go with my Lucozade sport drink. Other sport drinks are available, but this one happens to be my choice of, and it's raspberry. Happens to be my choice. So, go back over the 4 flavours again. Well, the names of them anyway. We have Raptor's Blood. It's clear. We have Laces. We have Iced Mango. And we have Iced Pineapple. Now, so all these juices, they're a 50ml bottle. They're all 75-25 blend. I have them nicked up to 3mg nicotine. And can I just say, before we start, the prices of these bottles at the minute are £8. Save the iced, I'd say Laces. John goes iced mango. Oh, right. Laces. So we go Laces, Raptor's Blood, iced mango, iced pineapple. So I will quickly get new cotton put into the unicorn for the purpose of this. And Michelle did say I could cheat and use Laces, but hey ho, I like making things awkward with myself. Plus, the unicorn is really easy to wake up, so. And the cotton of choice this evening is Fusion Cotton. Big fluffy cloud cotton. I'm not sponsored by any of these, by the way. So these juices aren't available on Love Da Vape's website at the moment. They still have their original flavours, but I'm sure if you message the guys at Love Da Vape, they will sort you out with a bottle if you like the sound of these. Cotton of choice bum fluff. No, that's from Muff, from the Sticky Glazed Muff. Hiya, Bill. How are you this evening? How is everybody else this evening? Stick a bit in the gut and in there. Stuff it in. Get it stuffed. Yeah, get it stuffed. Not the neatest wicking job in the world, but hey ho, it's only got to last a few vapes. So here we go. With red Laces. I'm just going to put some juice onto the coils, folks, just so that it can get soaked in, and then I shall show you around the bottle. Now, the name of this juice probably has give it away to what it is. So, and if anybody was bothered watching my best of 2018 video, there was a juice called Red Laces that I put as one of my top 10 juices of the year. So this little beastie has got a bit to live up to. So that can soak a minute or two while I find the lid. I've ordered my IPv3 mini now. Bill, can I just say, you will not be disappointed, mate. You know, Michelle will tell you, I have not set this thing down since getting it. It's constant use every single day. See, for if you're nipping up around town, or you're just wearing a pair of shorts, or you want something easy, nice and to carry, you can't beat it. Bill, if yours comes as TPD compliant with a 2mm tank, let me know, and because I've got spares of the 3 ml tank, I'll send you one across, no problems at all, so you can get the 3 ml. Yeah, I won't set it down in case you nix it. Will arrive next week, hopefully. Yeah. Speaking to Sherilyn, they're all ready there for the big stockists. I have been trying to speak to a couple of distributors in the UK for them to try and help them get this device into the UK, because yeah, people may not have heard of it, but it is fantastic. It's my device of the year. You know, and we're only in July. Well, mind you, I ain't. The Revo could beat it. So let's get on to the bottle of juice. So just a wee looky around the bottle. It's got the 18 plus on the top there, and it is got the date, expiry date on there. It's also got the manufacturing details across the bottom. Now all Love Da Vape stuff comes with the same sort of logo on it, which is the cloud and the vape pen sticking out through it. But I have to keep trying to remember which way the camera is. They also give you a hint to what's in it. So you've got a strawberry there, and you've got the renowned red laces that go round them on the outside. And the name on there, it tells you this 75-25 blend, 50 ml and 0 milligram. But I say I have it nicked up to 3 milligram. The Revo is on my hit list. I'll be ordered as soon as I can. Yeah, snap bill. Now all these juices are made just up the road from Ballymena in Larne. Paul and Colin from Love Da Vape spent an absolute fortune, got a clean room made up and everything else to make all these juices in. So they're not, looks like a tomato from here. It does. There's little specks on it just to make it like a strawberry. But I can see where you're coming from, Liz. It does look like a tomato. It was a tomato juice. The tomato sauce juices aren't a nice vape. Just take it from me, they're not. Yeah, they're all made up in Larne, so they're not white label knockoffs or anything like that. They are all their own recipes and everything else. Yeah, I know some of the recipes are going to be quite standard to what to put into it, but they put their own little touch to it. So what do we get from red laces? So because this is live, I'm just going to do it differently than I would do my recorded ones. There's an Evoid kit in the background. Is there? Oh, it does smell like red laces, folks. If you first open a packet of them up. Red licorice. Red licorice. Oh, fortunately there's no music for you this time. Well, I could stick on some music if you want. I could stick on, I don't know if it comes through. I honestly don't know now. Don't know if it would come through, but here goes. Just leave burlesque off. It's downstairs. It's copyrighted anyway, Shell. So no, don't be doing that. When I set the ball. Okay, so straight away you're getting it's a candy strawberry that's on this, with gummy, with a slight hint of licorice. I'm not sure if I want to buy the mini skunk thing. A little bit of sugar. Same thing, I honestly don't know what. Yeah, I know that Emily had a problem, or Chris had a problem with theirs, but I know of about 15 people that has got them, and none have had an issue. Mine hasn't missed a heartbeat. Not a heartbeat is missed. And if you notice that Chris's and Emily's also all had the issue pretty soon. And it seems to be the gun. They all do seem to be the gunmetal ones that had the problem. Get a black one. There's never not been an issue with this. I've actually dropped this 3 times. Sorry to say, but yeah, I've actually dropped it 3 times and on the tiles, and not an issue with it at all. Yeah, there's a slight hint of licorice in here, which is like you get from the red laces strawberries when you eat them. It's like a strawberry licorice. And there's maybe 2 or 3 different candied strawberries in there to give that, so you're getting the lovely sweet candy scent or taste going into your mouth. Scent, the vape boy. Get into your mouth and back out again. And then what you're left with is the gummy licorice strawberry taste in your mouth, just like you're eating them. But this is gorgeous. It really is gorgeous. This is definitely a 10 out of 10 juice for me on here. It definitely is. There's not packed full of sweeteners or anything like that. Say I had it in here, and as you can see, the juice still is really clear, so you're not getting any discoloration from anything like that. So if there's sweeteners in here, it's very limited, but it's not an overly sweet juice. The candy strawberries probably giving you that sweetness, and then as I say, there has to be a touch of licorice in there just to give it that strawberry licorice taste. If there's not, then my mind's playing tricks on me, and it's just thinking, it just feels like I'm eating strawberry laces, which I absolutely love. I adore them. They really do. They're beautiful. It has to be a 10 out of 10 on this one for me. So you got to bear with me while I vape this dry, and then I will change out the cotton. So each time the cotton has got a new. They just perfect the honeydew, raspberry, and strawberry liquid. Was not harsh necked either. Oh, Bill, I like the sound of that. Honeydew raspberry. Honeydew raspberry. Oh, and strawberry. Yum, num, 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 num. That sounds gorgeous. Liz, this stuff, it is just like vaping red laces. And at the minute, it's £8 a bottle. £8 for 50 mils. And they give you the next shot with it as well. And they do orders, they do send out, do deliveries, even though it's a Northern Ireland based company, they do deliveries out. Oh, you're right. What watch do you use all the time? I'm averaging 20 mil plus a day. Bill, I'm going through 50 mil at the minute of juice a day. Using this thing, it's a blooming guzzler. I've even changed onto the Bravo on here, and yeah, there's a 50 mil bottle. I was only opened, what day are we on? Tuesday. I was opened on Sunday, and I'm not even using this all the time. Bang Head Boogie, gorgeous juice. It's just a vaping juice. Bill or John, to go back to your question, I don't have a set. Oh God, Bill, I don't have a set wattage what I vape at. At the minute, I've got this sitting at 60.5 because it doesn't do 0.1s. It all depends on the juice that I'm using. G'day, Melinda. It all depends on what juice I'm vaping at the time, because I will go up and down the wattages trying to find the sweet spot. It's one of the reasons why I don't do out of the bottle juice reviews, because I tend to get to know the juice. I'll spend the day or 2 days with it, going up and down the wattages, finding that sweet spot. For me, may not work for somebody else, but for me, what the sweet spot is. And 60.5 seemed to be the range for all these 4 juices that I'm doing today. Why did I have to do this first? Why? Why? Because that's why I keep vaping it. Right. Quick change of cotton. I know people said, oh, you can vape. Some people say you can just vape it out and I'll just do the same difference. I like to put fresh cotton in each time for doing it. Get on my fingers. I didn't vape enough juice out. I'm an absolute animal. I burn them off. We have fire. Right, throw those in the bin. And I've dropped one of my pre-puts. I don't use more than 10 minutes. Yeah, mouth to lung. I would like to say I wouldn't use more than 10 ml mouth to lung, but the IPV Mini, because it is so effective at what it does, and keeps the cotton saturated, so it never actually burns out on you, and which leads to it lasting a lot longer. I tend to go through 20 ml on the mouth to lung through the IPV3. So Bill, that's just a little warning for you, because I know you'll probably vape somewhere in the same region of me, and when you get it, you'll not be able to put it down. You will go through mouth to lung juices on it really quickly. Direct lung juices, it actually slows you down slightly, because it is 3.5 ml, and it actually goes through the direct lung juices just as quick as the mouth to lung. So bear with me, I do this, snip off there, snip off there. Oh, you can't even see us in camera. Fluff it up and stuff it in. Thankfully it doesn't have to be a neat job for the purposes of the review, because we're not judging my wicking skills. Okay, so we're going to move on to the Raptor's Blood. I don't vape much mouth to lung except in pods. Well, yeah, I don't have any non-pod device that is mouth to lung. You'd want to call it a pod, but it's not a pod because it's got an ADA on it. So that's as closest to mouth to lung, and it's only because it's not a sub-ohm. Not a sub-ohm coil; it's a 1 ohm coil on there. So we'll get this just up first of all. Tetley, how are you, my man? Yeah, live juice review. Something a little bit different, just because I can, and because with work and the good weather and everything else, I haven't been in the house much. Oh, this is nice. Okay, so a little look around the bottle on here. So Raptor's Blood, as you expect, it's going to be red type things in here. The looks of things, we have a strawberry. We have, I'm taking that to be dragon fruit, the bottom one, and blueberry or blackberry up on top. So strawberry, blueberry and dragon fruit. I don't really know what dragon fruits are really meant to taste like because I haven't ate many dragon fruits. It's a rather sweet smelling juice. On the taste test, you're getting strawberry, you're getting the blueberry, and something that's a little bit warmish. So it's warm on my tongue type of thing, but it's probably going to be a coolant of some form or other on there. Is that needs a wee bit more on it. Folks, I really wish we had smell-o-vision. I really do. Not because I'm farting, because I fart unicorn clouds, but because these smell absolutely delicious. So here goes. Oh, woohoo. Happy face. Okay, on the vape, you're getting it slightly differently to how you get it on the taste test. On the taste test, the initial thing you taste is the strawberry and then you get the blueberry. On here, you're getting the blueberry with the strawberry sitting behind, and it's got the slightest little touch of coolant in there, and I mean this ever so slight. It is really, really slightly coolant. And I'm guessing the back note that I'm getting is that dragon fruit. It's quite a sweet. I don't know how to actually describe the taste, but it's nice. It's nice and refreshing. Now, as opposed to the red laces, which was a really candied strawberry taste, this is more of a ripe strawberry taste coming through on this. It's your mouth just gets left with it salivating and wanting more of it. It really was hard on this when I was doing it through the tank. Oh, almost like a lychee with kiwi. You see, Bill, I find lychee quite floral. There's no floral hints to this whatsoever. Stop looking at your damn watch. It keeps vibrating, Saint. It's each time I get something through either on Facebook or an email, and that was a stupid email, junk email, it vibrates, and of course I look at it because it vibrates and lets me know. You know what? Happy now, Sainty? Happy now. So lychee tends to give me that floral note, which I'm not overly keen on. I've actually got a big bottle of lychee somewhere that I've sort of opened and reviewed it and not actually vaped it again. But yeah, this is very, very refreshing. Now it's not what I was expecting, something like Raptor's Blood. I was expecting it to be a vicious vape. So either really cool or really overbearing. Saying it's a secret you'll watch. I was expecting to be overbearing taste flavours to it, but the balance of flavours in here is really spot on. Now that gives me a really hard. Can I give two juices 10 out of 10? It's, yeah, I'm going to have to. It's really have to. Raptor's Blood is getting a 10 out of 10 as well from me on that. It's really Moorish. Ten out of 10, unheard of. Tetley, it's too 2 10 out of 10s. Yeah. Do you like it as much? Yeah, I actually do. Liz, I actually do like it as much as the red laces for different reasons that I like them. The red laces is your candy, strawberry, that just reminds you of eating the red laces. The Raptor's Blood has all the qualities of a fantastic juice, but it's the ripe strawberry in there this time with that blueberry, and it's just the balance of flavors to me is spot on. There's nothing I can pick holes in it to say to why I would take points off it. Now it does sound a little bit biased. I know this juice is from Northern Ireland. This is the third juice out of, what's that be, 5, 6, 7 out of 7 of their juices. You stop checking the watch now, he's checking the other screen. Sandy, can we win with you, can I? Yeah, because the Monkey Crunch from this range as well, I gave a 10 out of 10. So that's 2 more 10 out of 10s for them. I don't know what to say, because it's just they are what they are, and they do not kill the cotton. I have tried them with a fusion. I've also tried them with breathed cotton, which isn't the best of cottons. It's an expensive cotton. Melinda, and it's an Australian cotton from Australia, so you might have heard of it. Comes in strips, like that, bit like pre-cut Muji, a little bit more. To me, it's better than Muji. Up the way again, and I like the fusion because it's got 0 break-in time. With that breathed cotton, there's a little bit of a break-in time where you get the cottony taste, and then you get bang, you get the flavour. So, which one next? We have iced pineapple in this hand, and we have iced mango in this hand. So they're both iced juices. Which one would you prefer me to do or to do last? And simply, the reason I keep checking this screen is because that screen tells me how the stream is going. Pineapple next. Okay. We just clear this out. A bit more juice on this time, so I'm going to have to vape it off. So the room might get foggy. It's such a difficult flavour to get right. I would tend to agree. Don't want to hear your excuses. I'm getting well told off tonight. Tetley, yeah. Vape Shop Larn and Bintra Vapes in Northern Ireland. They're owned by 2 shops in Northern Ireland. They're owned by the same guys, Paul and Colin. They started off as a little market stall. Paul, they were both in the building trade at the time. At the local B&M. Yeah, they are, Ian. Vape Shop Larn is in Larn, and Bintra Vapes is in Whitehead. But they also have a website. I shall get you the website now. On the website is the original flavours. They haven't updated their website to the new flavours yet because they can't keep it in stock long enough. This Raptor's Blood doesn't actually even sit on the shelves because they can't. If they put it on the shelves, it goes. Apparently they went through something like 200 bottles in a week of that stuff. Unbelievable. And the Love Da Vape range has gone out. the other flavours on there at the minute you can get is the Berry Mellow, the Love Da Vape Crystal. That, the Crystal, folks, if anybody likes an absinthe drink, Crystal is just like vaping absinthe. That stuff is lethal. It blows your mind. The Hairy Berry, which is beautiful, which is strawberry and it's got kiwi in there. You've Candy Crush, Monkey Crunch, and one of the, which was their best seller at the time, was Purple Nurple. Now they're selling they're $9.99 on the page. They've also, if I get you Vape Shop Larn. And Bentra. Bentra Vapes. Ian, I'm trying to get them talked into doing a site's down. I'm just looking at the site now. No, site's up. Strange. The Facebook pages, you can also just send them a message through to the Facebook page, and they will there we go, they will sort you out over Messenger. Just checked, says this site can't be reached. That is so funny, because I am actually got the site up on page at the moment. Very strange. Let's see if I click the link. Oh, loading fine for me. Ian, I'm trying to get them to do a vape meet. I know it's a bit of a stretch from you because you come from Lisburn, aren't you? Over to Whitehead at Bentra, because they have got such a cool man cave. They've got a big TV screen, they've got lasers, they've got UV lights, sofas, the works and everything else. Okay, work now. But that will let you see the flavours that they have in those. The Hairy Berry, you know, which is a delicious blend of strawberry, watermelon, marshmallow, finished with our favourite Hairy Berry. And it does come with a neck shot, folks. So if you were ordering from them and everything else, they will sort you out with that. I need to get this vaped off. I've got 20 minutes left to do too. Because Jen and David's on at 10, I don't really want to bite into their time. Talk amongst yourselves while I get re-wicked. More, get them. Ian, they can't keep them in stock in their own shops. Never mind getting them put into Titanic. I think if they went into Titanic, they wouldn't sit long in there either. And that's just being honest. If you run over, you run over. Yeah, true. If we get a vape meet set up, maybe in September sometime, Ian, what I'll do is Michelle and I'll drive over that way, pick you up, take you to Bentra and drop you back off home again. How's that sound? That sound like a plan? It's just I'd like you to experience Bentra. They're not the biggest vape meats. They're not sort of in the style of Titanics or Rude Boys, where you get hundreds of people, just due to the fact that the Bentra vapes is a bit out of the way to everything. I wish, Tetley, I really wish I could come and pick you up too, but the time I'd get the ferry, drive all the way down to cider country and drive all the way back up again, get the ferry back over again, the meet would be over. It would be. But Tetley, if you ever fancy a trip to Northern Ireland and want to come across, we have a couch. You're very welcome, as Michelle says. You're very welcome to come over and come over with, and I'll take you on a tour of the vape shops. I've been taking Michelle on a tour of the vape shops, and I will quite gladly take you round a tour as well. Can't say fairer than that now, can I? And I promise I won't let Michelle molest you too much. I'm going to get a slap. Oh well. Okay. Just like you say, I have taken the wicks out and re-wicking up with fresh cotton. Again, folks, I am using Fusion cotton. The coils I have in here at the moment are Moonlight coils. Unfortunately, they have ceased trading. Or I would be recommending them as well, because they actually are really good coils. I will get a slap. I really should have worn my glasses. Yeah. But they're packed away for work tomorrow. There we go. Next one. If Michelle ain't going to be molesting me, then I'm not popping over. Sandy, it'd be me molesting you if you come over. John, it's just not a matter of paying for it, mate. I know I've said I'll send you them, so I will send you them over. It's a matter of me remembering to put them in envelopes and get them posted. In fact, what I shall do after this stream is I will put them into an envelope, because they're sitting here. You know, I've got stuff for Pudding Puffle, and then I've got one of these for Liz, one of these for Paul Martin, and one of these for you, John, and the key ring is in the box down there. So I will put them into the thing, and Michelle can be an angel, and she can go to the post office tomorrow and post them. There you go, John. How's that sound? Okay. I haven't. Fluff, 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 stuff and stuff. Done a lot of stuffing tonight. I really am. Okay. Pineapple ice. I'm British. I'm British. I am British. I get into trouble for all the time being British. Do you mean English, Tellyman? Because you're an Englishman. Is anybody else English? Sandy's British. Michelle's British. Who else is in? John Nash is British. Bill Richards is British. Ian Morgan is British. He's a Yorkshire. Yeah. Off the pub. Off the pub. I shouldn't really do your Yorkshire accents. I lived in Leeds for 4 years. 4 years. 6 years. 6 years I lived in Leeds. Oh, there you go. You've got Liz's English and British. So there you go, Telly. You got a countryman. Right, here we go. iced pineapple. No, I mean, no, I mean, many don't want to be identified as British, even Scottish. Well, apparently Scotland still own Doncaster, so I could be Scottish. I'm not even a mod in here. Oh, for God's sake, I'm going to get told off. There. Okay. Michelle, you're not Scottish first. You're British first and then Scottish. You are British first and then Scottish. Look on your passport, Michelle. It says British. I have this conversation with you every other night. Okay, so going away from the other two juices, which were actually quite sweet. I have Irish blood, so I'm standing next to you, Roy. I've got very little Irish blood. My name is my surname McPeak is Scottish. The Peak part of it is Scottish, and the MC part of it is English. I'm Scottish, British. Ugh, away. Oh, Shell. I'm Scottish first, then British. Not according to your passport, just not, or your driving licenses if you've got a driving license. Michelle, your accent couldn't be any less Scottish if it tried. So, the first two juices were quite sweet. This isn't. This takes. It's a ripe pineapple. It doesn't have either. The ice in this isn't overbearing. Irish on my passport. There you go, John's Irish. I know, even picking up the town folk accent nowadays. Huh. Yeah, it'll be grand, Michelle. It'll be grand. Back to the juice. It's a ripe pineapple. And it's in this, not candied. It's a ripe pineapple. Now, one of the insights I got from this juice, and actually speaking to the guy that made the juice, probably helped. This is the only one he actually gave me any indication and hints to. They did not put as much ice into this because the more ice you put into it, the more it kills off the pineapple flavour, because he's used a ripe pineapple in here. So you are getting that initial taste of the pineapple, then you're getting the coolness of it going down your throat, but then as you vape out, you're left with the pineapple in your mouth. It's a simple juice. It's not. There is something else in there other than pineapple. It doesn't state on the bottle what it is. It's really, really. I think it may be a slight apple, a very slight touch of apple in there, just to help bring out the ripeness of the pineapple. So forget your tinned pineapples with the juice in it. It's not one of those. It's like cutting open a nice fresh pineapple. It's like ripe strawberry. Culling kills it. So there you go, Bill. You're really switched on to your flavours. People are buying ice shots to go into it because it's not cool enough for people who like an ice thing. But he didn't recommend it to me because he says it does dull down the flavour. Now it's quite a rich, ripe pineapple. So it is like cutting open to me. It is like putting the pineapple in the fridge, cutting it open and taking a big chunk of it. Now, because it does have a slight ice in there, it's not an all-day vape for me. Whereas the other two are spot on all-day vapes. This would tend to be, it'd be nice on a hot day. The first day I was vaping this, it was a glorious sunny day in Northern Ireland. I know that's hard to believe. We did have a couple of sunny, glorious days in Northern Ireland. On Saturday was the first time I vaped this one, and I did stick to it for the day, but it was interchanging it with this and this. So, and I found it nicest after something to eat. So once you'd ate your tea, had a meal, sitting with a cup of coffee, whatever, with this, it is absolutely gorgeous then. But first thing in the morning, it wasn't to my liking. Not to say it would be like to anybody else's liking, because again, taste is subjective, folks. So, sliced pineapple, due to the fact it's not an all-day vape, it is a lovely, beautiful, smooth juice. But I would have to give it a 8.5 out of 10. Not good, Michelle. Watch Die Hard more often. You'll never take my freedom. Ach, I don't know. Do you ken? Do you ken, do you? Die Hard. Braveheart. I think Ian meant Braveheart. I actually thought Braveheart when I read it. Die Hard. It's a good job these tubs of cotton come big. Especially if I'm going through, do reviews, do this all the time I suppose. Go through lots of cotton because it's re-wicked each time. And I totally love my unicorn. Mixing up your Aussie actor. Bruce Willis isn't Aussie. Bruce Willis is American. See, I'm on the same wavelength as Ian. Yo, us village people. Now, Dramore's more of a village than Ballymena. Us country folk, should I say then. Right. So we're going now to the one I have been least looking forward to, believe it or not. Yeah, Mel Gibson is. Oh, Mel Gibson is Australian. And just let you see, it's re-backing in. I should have got the table cam set up for this, but yeah, I've been mixing the right going cam and everything else. See, are you still liking your unicorn? I've got 3 of them now, and even Michelle's got a Meg. Even Michelle has a unicorn. Haven't watched a film since Extravision closed down. I don't know if they got Extravision in England, but that was our like a Blockbusters type place, video rentals from Northern Ireland. Yup, have it on my double barrel. Do you still use the Mech itself? The RDAs are fantastic. There are such deep juice wells, such a breeze to build on. You know, the doming on the inside is fantastic. You know, and the coating on them is great. With Enigma, I haven't reviewed Enigma yet, but the bottle is. Oh, Michelle must have it downstairs. I've got to spend some time with it. I got these in and to review, and I thought, well, doing 4 juices on a live review, is better than just doing 1. was my favourite part of the movie. What have I missed? Allegedly, my enigma is arriving tomorrow along with Bueno cheesecake. Yeah, DPD. It seems Chris has been having a few issues with DPD lately. You haven't missed much, Michelle. 8.5 I gave iced pineapple. Suppose you missed that. Twisted. So for the juice I was least looking forward to in the last juice, I got the Wicken absolutely right. So going on to the last of the juices, which is iced mango. And again, you can see it's just got mangoes and ice cubes on there. So normally to me, mango tastes of sweaty socks. And yes, I have had a sweaty sock stuffed in my mouth, so I do know what a sweaty sock tastes like. But this is, and normally Michelle tends to say that mango juices are quite flowery, taste like flowers, and I've always wondered, how does she know what flowers taste like? Does she eat them? I've not had the Bueno, so I can't make any judgments on it. The Enigma, I've had a few vapes, because it's actually Michelle's bottle, which I'm going to be allowed to get in a couple of tanks out of. Mango, sick. Enigma go in my FP, and the Bueno cheesecake is going in the Kilby, both wicked up and ready to go. I like the mango, Roy. No way, mango is. I would tend to agree, mango juices don't tend to sit well with me, but let's see how Love Da Vape's mango is. John, if I can find it, I think I have a big bottle of King of Vapes mango. If I can find it, I'll put it into your package with you. Take away your sentence, Telly, and you're right, mango is. Nor me, even Jewel one is good. Yep, I said Jewel. Burn the witch. You traitor, Telly. See, I just don't know. I don't know where I stand. Well, I do know where I stand with the whole dual business and the company that they employ. Now, yes, and I said it's a company that they employ. They employ that company to do the mystery shopper for them. So they don't. Dual doesn't actually go out themselves and do it. They say to a company, look, what we'd like you to do is go and check the shops. We're selling this in for over 25. Now that company they employ, I totally believe that they're using underhanded techniques on doing it, sending people in that look over 25 and then writing up the bad reports and everything else that's serve legal or serve legal, whatever they're called. And that's what I've got to say on that. I don't blame Dual for it. It's common practice amongst companies to employ a third-party company to do something like that, because I have looked into the ideas of actually doing that for vape shops, is sending in mystery shoppers. To go back to what I did originally at the very start, which was writing reviews and writing shop reviews. So if I went to a new shop, I went in and then I scored it and I wrote a blog about it. I was looking at, now I just can't afford to finance it, but I was looking at trying to expand that across the UK. setting a standardized set of questions for mystery shoppers to go into vape shops that they haven't been into before. Going in, making sure I used experienced vapors, but going in as a new vapor to see what they were getting offered, to see what the customer service was like, what advice they got, and because it goes back to an experience I had when I went into a vape shop in Ballymena as a new vapor, hadn't vaped before, and they were trying to sell me a meg. So that to me is falls foul far more of than somebody over the age of 25. I can see why Chris wouldn't like them, and granted, rightly so, but as an everyday vapor without a shop, to me it gets people off the cigs. Exactly. Telly, that's my phone wants to invent a word, caper. It is a caper. And Juul have got a bad name just because they're so popular. And the press that they got is out in America and everything else, and kids coining a phrase to Juul. I'm sure a blunt or a joint wasn't invented. The name wasn't invented by 25 plus aged people. I reckon that name back in the heyday, the swinging 60s and everything else, it was probably invented by a 13, 14-year-old group of blokes probably, and that name caught on. And it's just the same as Juul. Juul was happened to be out there. They mass marketed what they were doing. They got it out. They didn't target things. And to pick up on and Chris used it from a review today. They put up for the UL, the watch thing. It's a bit of a gimmick. It's a watch, and yes, you're going to have the people, and as Chris put it, the mummies against vaping. Saying, oh, it's a gimmick. Oh, my Johnny's blowing cows and blah blah blah. And I'm like, no about it. But as Chris says, Chris isn't old. He likes gimmicky things. I'm 47, 48 this year. I love gimmicky things. And that watch is fantastic. And yes, Chris's smartwatch is a hell of a lot better than mine, and a lot more expensive than my Huawei one that's probably listening to me. Right, John, Michelle will hopefully remind me to get that package sent across to you tomorrow. I'll get it put into a thing and put it on. In the States, they have worked hard in cornering the market using very strong nic pods. But Bill, are you saying to me if they had 50 milligram nic pods here, nic salts, we wouldn't use them? I have 50 milligram nic salts in that. Night John, night Jude. And I love this. Gives you quite a kick. In fact, no, it's not. It's that one. It's that one that's got the 50 milligram nics in it. The Relax. So it's 50 milligram nic salts is in this. I got them from at Expo. I'm trying to see if I can find where I have set the pods in. I can't see because I've just got a new shelf system put up there. So yeah, 50 milligram nic salts. I would use it. I'm sure there's a damn lot of other people would use it as well, and it's a lot better way. I would rather. I keep saying it. I would rather have teenagers vaping than smoking. I would rather, if I seen a 13-year-old smoking, I would, it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Where if they're vaping, I wouldn't bang an eyelid at it. And I was using pod systems, and I was keeping them away from the smokes, albeit. Right, iced mango. I'm going to tell you, this isn't bad. This is not bad at all. It's got a little touch of a floral undertone to it, but it is a ripe mango. It is ripe mango. And again, as with the pineapple, it hasn't been killed with the coolant. It has the cool effect on your throat as you're getting it, and it leaves your mouth with the cool effect. But it's not killed with it. It's not overpowering. It's not taking away from the flavour, and it is not by any way a sweaty sock. Yeah, I could vape this. Again, like the iced pineapple, it's not an all-day vape, but it's something that I could quite happily vape after a meal, or on a hot day, to sit there and relax and have a few vapes on it. But it is quite sweet. It's a sweet mango. Artificially sweet? No. And it's a really smooth juice. Now, I can say that even though these are £8 a bottle, folks, they are premium juices that go into it. They are premium juices, or ingredients that go into it. I'm going to have to give iced mango, an 8 out of 10. What people don't realise, there are over 100 commercially farmed varieties of mango. When ripe, most of them are really sweet. Yeah, it is a sweet mango in that. So mango gets 8. Iced pineapple gets 8.5. And then, what was it? No, it wasn't. It was Raptor's Blood next. Oh, balls that way. Raptor's Blood is a solid 10 out of 10. And Laces is a solid 10 out of 10. So, if I was recommending anybody to try the Love Da Vape juice range, those were the two that I would suggest you try first. The Raptor's Blood and Laces. If you like banana with a bit of a crunch to it, so like a bit of a biscuit undertone to it, then the Monkey Crunch is also one that I would recommend trying. And if you're really a sadist and you want to try something that's mind-blowing, I mean catches the back of your throat and blows your mind off, Crystal on there. So folks, that's it from me. Thank you to every single person in chat that has come. Also, a big massive thank you to Paul and Colin over at Love Da Vape for giving me these juices for the purposes of review. Again, I just want to reiterate, even though they are a Northern Ireland company, I'm in no way biased for it. I call juices the way that I see them, and that's how my taste buds are. And say I've had it through the Bravo and now on the Unicorn this evening. I did cheat a little bit with the Laces because I had it in there as well. And I just want to apologise for not being Vape Lounge NI not being live last Sunday, but Michelle and I were out on the tour of the north. Love your live review. Michelle, you're biased though. So folks, if you have liked this, give this wee stream a thumbs up. If you haven't liked it and you're giving me a thumbs down, don't be scared to leave me a comment to why, so I can make it better. Cheers for the review. Live is better. I might once a week do a live review, whether it be a juice or be a mod or something like that, because it's more fun having the interaction with people. I enjoy this little bit of interaction and the chat that goes on within it. So it just remains for me to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you've watched this review. Take care now. Bye. And I'm not going to say piss flaps. I'm not. Bit of loud music. Dum dum dum.